excretory production and their elimination. In the chapter, regulation of kidney function is an important topic. Regulation of kidney function is efficiently monitored by hypothalamus, juxtaglomerular apparatus, and up to a certain extent heart. First of all, hypothalamus. How the hypothalamus regulates the kidney function. Osmoreceptors in the kidney are activated only when any changes in the blood volume, body fluid volume, ionic balance. Means any changes in these three can alter the hypothalamus to regulate the kidney function. Means the hypothalamus or the osmoreceptors in the kidney are activated only when any changes in the blood volume, body fluid volume, ionic balance. An excess loss of body fluid. We are coming to the point. Excess loss of body fluid. Maybe you may just think about sweating. Excess loss of body fluid can activate the hypothalamus. Means any changes that occurred in the body. That is why the hypothalamus is activated. Means the loss of body fluid can activate the hypothalamus to release ADH, antidiuretic hormone, from neurohypophysis. ADH reaches the later parts of the kidney tubule. That is renal tubule. Later parts of the kidney tubule and absorb more amount of water from there and prevent diuresis. That is why ADH is known as antidiuretic hormone. ADH also acting on kidney vessels by its constrictory effects. ADH also acting on the kidney vessels by its constrictory effects. As a result, it increases the glomerular blood pressure. Whenever the glomerular blood pressure is increases, glomerular blood flow increases. Whenever the glomerular blood flow increases, it also increases glomerular filtration rate. So, ADH also helps to increase the glomerular filtration rate. That's all about the regulation by hypothalamus. Next, we need to discuss about the regulation of kidney function by juxtaglomerular apparatus. From the structure itself, we all know juxtaglomerular apparatus is located afferent arteriole and distal convoluted tubule at the location of their contact. How this juxtaglomerular apparatus regulate the kidney function? A fall in GFR. What is GFR? Glomerular filtration rate. Kidney produce glomerular filtrate per minute. The amount of glomerular filtrate formed by the kidney per minute are called the glomerular filtration rate. That we all know. That is 125 milliliter per minute. It becomes 180 liter per day. That we all know. So, how the juxtaglomerular apparatus regulate the kidney function? A fall in GFR, that is, whenever the glomerular filtration rate far below from the normal count. We all know the normal count is 125 milliliter per minute. Whenever it is decreased, at that time itself, juxtaglomerular apparatus activated. Juxtaglomerular cells releases what? Renin. A fall in GFR can activate the JG cells to release renin. Renin converts, it's an important point, renin converts angiotensinogen. What? Angiotensinogen. It is present in blood. So, renin converts angiotensinogen in blood to angiotensin 1. Further converted into angiotensin 2. This angiotensin 2. So the angiotensin second is also a powerful vasoconstrictor. Powerful vasoconstrictor. If it is a powerful vasoconstrictor, what happens? It increases the glomerular blood pressure. It increases the glomerular blood pressure. Whenever the glomerular blood pressure is increases, it also increases the glomerular blood flow. What happens when glomerular blood flow increases? It also increases glomerular filtration rate. So it also increases the glomerular filtration rate. Like ADH also doing a second function. That is why the angiotensin second have also another function. What is the second function of angiotensin second besides this function? So the angiotensin second also activated its second function. It also activated which part? Adrenal cortex. It activated the adrenal cortex. What happened after the activation by the angiotensin second? Adrenal cortex releases aldosterone. What? Aldosterone. This aldosterone absorbs sodium and water from the later parts of the kidney tube. At that time itself, it also increases the glomerular blood pressure, glomerular blood flow, and also increases the glomerular filtration rate. So this mechanism is also known as, important point, renin angiotensin mechanism. What? Renin angiotensin mechanism. And this mechanism is also known as maybe RAS mechanism. That is renin angiotensin aldosterone mechanism. That's all about the regulation of the juxtaglomerular apparatus. And the last one is how the heart regulates the kidney function. Heart. An increased flow of blood to the atria. We all know heart has 4 chambers, that is 2 atria and 2 ventricle. Whenever an increased flow of blood to the atria, the heart releases a factor. That is what called ANF. What is ANF? Atrial natriuretic factor. An increased blood flow to the atria will result in the release of atrial natriuretic factor. This atrial natriuretic factor is vasodilator. What? Vasodilator. Others are vasoconstrictor. So what happens? It increases the glomerular blood pressure. It is a vasodilator. Then what happens? It decreases the, just opposite, decreases the glomerular blood pressure. So whenever the glomerular blood pressure is decreases, what happens? Glomerular blood flow decreases. What happens when glomerular blood flow decreases? It decreases the glomerular filtration rate. So the glomerular filtration rate is low. Okay, it helps to decrease the glomerular filtration rate. So this mechanism is also known as renin angiotensin check mechanism. Okay, see the difference? Means just before juxtaglomerular apparatus is a renin angiotensin mechanism. This one is just checking that mechanism. That is why it is known as renin angiotensin check mechanism. That's all about the regulation of kidney function.